everybody. Welcome to the Geriatric Millennials. This is Beth.
And this is Jayme.
And we're just two oldish, youngish ladies spending some quality BFF time asking ridiculous questions to get to know each other even better, which I love. I love a good question game.
I love it too. However, I don't know what any of these questions are, and I did not have time to think about the answers. So
that's what's fun about it, because they're non-thinking questions. It's like just comes into your soul, into your gut, into your being. So, okay, here we go.
I'm just taking a deep breath.
And I just want to say to everyone out there listening, play along with us. You need to be answering these questions too. And I think we don't question ourselves enough. And these are all slightly, for the most part, ridiculous. And
what do you mean? Okay.
Well, how often you're like walking down the street and like, man, if I had a superhero power, which one would I want?
Okay,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't know what the questions are going to be.
We don't do that all the time. So it's just like kind of fun to think, like, yeah, what would I think about that?
Okay.
And then again, this is just a distraction from the realities of what is happening in the world around us. This is fun. This is light. This is an escapism to a different area in your psyche.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So the year's 2003. Okay. We are forced to get matching back tattoos, specifically lower back tattoos. What design are we picking? We're getting tramp stamps. Okay.
I know.
Which are making a comeback.
I'm having to
Did you know this?
I did not. What?
There's a little tramp stamp resurgence right now.
Is it butterflies? Because that's what.
Oh my gosh.
Butterflies. I mean, that
would be the thing to get for sure.
In my mind, I have mental pictures of people's upper butt, lower back tattoos as like scrolly kind of designs.
Yeah, that kind of tribal like 90s thing. Yeah.
Don't have any tattoos, and I don't think I want any tattoos. So, but I have to pick one right now?
Okay.
We have to get a matching tattoo?
First of all, this is not really happening.
I know it's not, but you're asking me to think about this as if it would.
Yeah.
It wouldn't, because I don't want one.
Yeah, but it's just for funsies. So it could be, we could get Bert and Ernie. We could get like,
heck no.
You know, it could be anything.
You answer this, because I don't like it.
I don't want one either. However,
it's too permanent. I can't make the commitment.
Okay, it's literally in your mind, and
I know,
okay.
But then I say it, and I'm like, this is what I would do, but it's not true.
It's not. It's like a hypothetical, different version of you.
Still don't love it.
There's this TV show, and it's on MTV, and I can't remember the name for the life of me, but basically it's this show where you go on with your best friend or a partner or whatever, and you get you pick the tattoo for the other person and vice versa. And you get
Are they real tattoos?
Yes. You get it tatted on, and it's like covered, and then they blindfold you, and then they reveal. But here is the crazy thing, is that like a lot of the times people
they're like pranking each other
and getting revenge, like horrific tattoos. Like the most vile, horrible things, like jokes.
And they think that they're friends? I mean,
well, it's a lot of frenemies.
I bet it's because it's the shock and awe. People are like,
well, yeah, but
that's
also
what
like people,
see.
But they're like getting back at people.
They don't want to see people just getting butterflies.
No, but they're really like, there's people people will be like, oh, like thinking they're on there for serious, like fun tattoos. And then they'll like reveal it and it's something horrible. And they're like, yeah,
do you think it's real?
Yes. And they'll be like, yeah, because you did XYZ to my boyfriend or whatever it was. Like just
drama.
Just wild stuff. So I think we should get each other's eyes on our lower backs, because that would be the cringiest, grossest thing ever.
What made you think of that?
Because
that's so weird.
You're welcome. Because that's where my brain went. I'm like, oh, that would be the creepiest, cringiest, like best friend's tattoo ever.
Wait, what was the question again? Cringiest?
No, but that would be like if we had to get matching
it would.
Or coordinated tattoos in 2003 to get like tramp stamps, and we got like, I got your eyes and you got my eyes on your back. It would be so cringy and horrible. So anyway, that's my pick.
That's so weird, Beth.
You're welcome. It's not that I really would want that. I just, if you're going to do it, make it like
No, I would
cringe.
say no. I would just get like cute little cherries or something. I don't know.
Okay. Mine is much more scarring. Yeah.
I would get something cute.
Okay.
Not eyes.
I'm just saying it would be a great story. Okay. So, if we switch lives for a day, what's the first thing you would do as me?
The first thing I would do.
Mm-hmm. And don't be like, I would wake up and I would take a shower and brush my teeth.
I know, that's lame. No.
Yeah. I think I would go like in your little rigger canoe. Is that what it's called?
Outrigger canoe?
Yeah, I think that's what I would do. I would go do that and try it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that would be fun.
It is fun. You don't even have to be me to do that.
I particularly don't want to do it as me because you have a lot more upper body strength, and also like
it's a team sport. Though.
Here's the thing too. Like I assume like if I'm doing it as you, I kind of already like I have the information in my brain how to do it, so I don't have to learn anything. Like I can just go do the thing.
Yeah.
It's like if I wanted to go like, or I go do like tango, because then I wouldn't have to learn how to do it, or one of the dances you know how to do. You know what I mean?
I don't know how to do tango, but yes.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, oh, I can go experience that without the learning curve.
Wow.
What would you do?
I'm trying to think.
I think personally that you should spend half the day just snuggling my cats.
I was going to say.
Because you could do it without like any fear of taking allergies home.
Yeah. And also just having a day in your apartment, and I probably would watch stuff.
Yeah. You could just, it'd be quiet. The only thing it would cost you is
consume all the media while petting your cats.
Yeah. It's kind of amazing. It's quiet. It's calm. Usually it's pretty serene. So, yeah. Okay. If you could bring back one discontinued snack or fast food item from our childhood, what would it be?
This is not a good question for me. I didn't grow up here.
From your childhood.
I know, but from my child, everything was like homemade.
But maybe it's something you haven't had in 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a food you loved. This is hard.
But you said it's been discontinued.
Or we'll say discontinued / you just haven't been able to have access to it.
Okay.
I'm going to start listing them while you think. Number one, not in any particular order, but I used to love, Gatorade used to have a gum, Gatorade gum.
Oh.
And it came in a green foil wrapper, and I loved it. Gatorade gum was delicious, non-nutritious. It like was kind of juicy, but not. And I loved it, and they got rid of it.
That is a bummer.
The other thing I'd bring back is pudding pops, because Jell-O pudding pops were so good. They had chocolate, vanilla, and chocolate vanilla swirl, and they were delicious. And when I was younger, you could only get them at Walmart, which I never would go to. And when I was in my 20s, I discovered them again, and they had them at the Walmart. And every time I would go there, I'd get pudding pops. And then one day there was just no more pudding pops. And I'm like, that's a cruel world to be in.
Yeah.
Like, it was delicious.
Yeah. And they just don't make them anymore?
Done.
I wonder if you could make a pudding pop. Is it just pudding that's frozen?
I have no idea. And I want to go to the Walmart and buy them on a Saturday night and get crazy.
Oh, you know what just came to mind? Ooh, I should make this. So we went through a phase where we made, it was like a Rice Krispie treat, but it was made with, what was that? I can't think of the name. It was made with a different grain that's puffed up like similar, but it's brown and it's bigger.
Oh, oats, barley, chickpeas.
No, wait. No. I can see it. It's like a brown Rice Krispie treat, and like each individual.
I know what you're talking about.
They're bigger.
Yeah, I remember those.
Puff wheat. Nope. Puff wheat. No,
I don't know, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I can taste it.
Puff wheat squares. Is that what I'm thinking?
Maybe.
We used to just make them at home. I think it's puffed wheat squares. Puffed wheat squares. I think.
Okay, I believe you. You should make them.
I need to talk to my mom and try and remember what that was. But we used to make them, and then we would eat like a giant piece.
Yeah.
I need to do this again.
Look at this. See? We're making magic happen.
We also used to make homemade caramel corn.
Oh, okay. Fancy.
I guess. I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
Because that was the only way we could have it.
That's true. I forget that like everything had to be made.
Yeah, we lived in farmland. We weren't farmers, but
there you were.
We had a lot of orange trees and mango trees.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So you've just won a lifetime supply of a completely useless item. What is it?
Oh, no. I don't want that.
Jayme, that is not the game.
It's a useless item. I don't want an unlimited supply of it. Useless?
Yeah.
Nothing. Why would I want anything that's useless? Beth, I don't like this question.
This is not a want.
I don't like these questions.
It just happy. First of all, the last question sparked a memory that is now going to translate into a new tradition for your children.
I know that's what it is now.
So I'm thinking, the thing that popped in my head is paper clips, because I hate paper clips.
What's this question again? If you could have an unlimited... Say it again. I'm confused.
You just won a lifetime supply of a useless item. What just popped into your head that now you have?
Marshmallows, I guess, popped into my head, which is weird because they're useful. I don't know.
Okay. I'm taking my question
item.
back. Yeah. What's like your least favorite useless item? Like something you just hate because it's just useless. And every time you see it, you're just annoyed with it.
Old cords?
I mean, I feel like that are
so obsolete.
That is so millennial to have like a box of just old cords in your house that you have no idea what they go to. The item that was the original, user of it is gone.
A lifetime supply of old cords.
I feel like you already have that.
And yet we can still never find the correct charger.
Yeah.
Somebody's always I'm always buying more.
Yeah. Okay. If you had to be stuck in one movie or TV show universe forever, which one would you choose and why?
Well, the first one that popped into my head is Anne of Green Gables.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think that I would choose that. But that's the first one that popped into my head just because that's my favorite movie of all time.
Mm-hmm. I think that I would go with, it's hard because some of the worlds I love probably wouldn't be safe for me. So, you know what I mean? Like it would be like, oh, that'd be cool to see, but just kidding. I mean, part of me really would love to just live like in the Goonies. I think so. It's not a universe, more of the theme of like 80s adventure movies, like Adventures in Babysitting, Back to the Future, Goonies, where you just would go and have these absurd adventures as typically like young like children or teens, and it always worked out for you, and you learned some life lessons, and you got some gold. That's what I would do.
I like it.
Okay. If we were to start a totally unhinged side hustle together, what would it be?
I can't say.
Oh.
I don't know.
I think we could make up really fun tours, like tour guides. Because you like to travel, I like to travel, but we could do it for like the most random things. Like kind of like when we talked about that like Dirty Dancing, like night, like the camp or something.
Can we do virtual tour guides where we go, but we don't go with the real people? We just film ourselves?
Yes. Our side hustle is our own TikTok channel where we go and create like tours.
I know what it is. Yeah. It's a influencer.
Okay. Travel influencer.
Travel influencer. There we go.
But like we give more than just like, we really like this restaurant. Like we create itineraries for people that are like obscure and weird.
I think we just go do whatever we want, and then we invite camera to go film us sometimes, and we don't create anything for anyone, and then people just want to do what we do.
That would be the fun of like, we're going on a chocolate tour.
That just sounds like work to me. I'm just like, I don't want to create an itinerary. Do whatever you want.
Okay.
Follow me.
It's a hustle. Okay. You got to do a little work.
Follow me for more inspiration.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
That's it. And I want to go, I could be a wine taster. We should go wine tasting.
That is not unhinged.
It's not?
No.
What's the definition of unhinged?
Like wild, like off the rails, like something that is just like beyond.
You think travel is?
No. Because I was saying our unhinged travel is that we create these really amazing itineraries, like the Goonies itinerary where we go to like all the spots, or we do something that's like, okay, we're going to.
I was just starting to think of like just a fantasy side hustle, I think.
Yeah. You were going for fun and I was going unhinged, which is very on brand for us. Very unbrand. Okay, this is a good one. Speaking of unhinged, what is the most unhinged impulse buy you've ever done?
I need to know what unhinged really means.
It means like crazy. Like you know how a door has a hinge on it?
I know
like,
what it literally means, but I'm just thinking, am I understanding the question correctly?
Like something that was so
unhinged purchase I made?
Yeah, that's just like, why did I buy that? That was so wild. I'm going to share a story because I feel like I've shared this story like in our first like 2 episodes, but I've never been able to find it again. So I want to share it again because this was so unhinged of me.
What did you buy?
It wasn't even that wild, but it kind of was. So I was living in Chicago. I had just moved there to go to college. I started living with my aunt, and then like I found a roommate and we were moving in, and it was super exciting. And girls trip, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I had it in my head, the kind of like aesthetic I wanted for myself. And my aesthetic for my bedroom was black, red, and a little bit of like animal print.
Yes.
And so I was on the Miracle Mile, like in Chicago, which is notorious for like very expensive shopping and very touristy. And I was kind of near, here's my thing. When I lived in Chicago, I would just get up And I would just walk and walk and walk all day long. Like I just would explore and all kinds of things. I kind of stayed in areas that were pretty safe for me, but I just walked around and looked at stuff. And there was this little gift store, and in the front window, they had designer pillows. And I was like, those are the classiest things I've ever seen in my life. And so I'd walked by this pillow a few times, and I decided to go in the store and buy it. And it was a circle, like a round velvet pillow that had red velvet on one side, black velvet on the other, piping of some kind of animal print. And on the front, it was embroidered Diva.
Yes,
and I spent $50+ on that pillow, this little tiny accent pillow. In like, I think the year was like 2000. And I went to Marshall Fields in Chicago, and I bought Tommy Hilfiger red sheets. And I had a white down comforter, and I had bought a twin bed because my roommate and I shared a single room, and there was only enough space for twin beds, which made really interesting because her boyfriend stayed over a lot. So that was fun. It got a little slippery in there. Anyway, so my bed was...
Why did you... That's an interesting choice of words.
Well, it's appropriate. So anyway... yeah, so I had this bed that had like red sheets and
was there a divider?
Comforter. No. But they would move into different rooms. It's a lot. It's the whole thing. Anyway,
slide their way over.
They were slide their way out the door and be in our living room on the couch. Again, it was a lot happening. But that pillow really set the tone for my attitude and who I thought I was going to be in my 20s. And I absolutely was not. I was not a diva at all. It did not fit my personality or my style. And then for years, I held on to that thing. I probably kept that thing for 10 years because I had spent so much money. And I didn't even spend real money. I used my Discover credit card to charge it. And I think it took me like, I don't know, 6 months to pay off. So who knows how much it really cost. And it was just ridiculous and wonderful. And one of those unhinged purchases you do when you have no money.
I wish that I could see a picture of this.
I'm pretty sure I have one somewhere. I will go through my disgusting amount of memories and see if I can find one because it was something.
I want to see this pillow so bad. I want to see the
vibe.
Bed, like with the red sheets and the white comforter and this. I mean, it sounds kind of diva
for 2000. For the year 2000, it was cool. It was sophisticated. I was a lady. But looking back, I had no money, and that's why it was unhinged. Like I just thought I was such a baller, and I'm like, I was just using my credit card. Had no job in college, just buying household items and decorative pillows. Yeah. Unhinged.
I can't think of one. Especially after that story. I don't know.
You don't have any, you have nothing that you purchased ever that was too expensive and just like, what was
this?
This
requires me to think.
Okay, I do apologize. Remember,
so nothing's coming to mind.
It's okay. It'll come later. I have a question. So when you were growing up and had, like, I don't know at what point you had a computer or internet. Did you do like IM messaging and like AIM?
Not at home. No, I didn't.
But never? Like even at friends' houses and stuff?
At the library.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
I remember I think I was probably 20. I think it was when I was 20. And I was living on my own. I was living in Alberta.
Okay.
No. Why did I say that? I was living in Saskatchewan.
Oh,
Canada. Okay. And I remember going to this little library, and I was IMing with someone that I did actually know in real life. Yeah, I didn't have...
Like you weren't IMing strangers and stuff?
I didn't have a computer.
You missed out. Yeah.
I guess.
Well, okay. You did. I mean, I didn't have a computer start either. The way I first started getting online and chatting, this is going to be so random, but there was this girl, her name was Janine, and she was super cool. And we were in biology class, and my teacher had a computer there with internet. But at that time, nobody knew what people were doing on the computers. Like the adults really had no clue. I mean, still there's issues with that, but really had no clue. Yeah. And we're sitting in our 9th grade biology class, and we are texting random strangers on America Online Chat. And she taught me so many things about how to talk to strangers on the internet.
That so really stuck. That's so dangerous.
It was so dangerous. But thankfully, we had no web cameras. There was no, it was just a different vibe. But yeah, it led to years of me just chatting with strangers and emailing strangers on the internet and having quote unquote email pen pal relationships with strangers on the internet, then now again, I'm very much concerned for my safety and well-being. But c'est la vie. Thankfully, there was no cameras, no other things. But yeah, I did some things that would have made my mother blush. So anyway, okay. So a couple more questions. Which outdated fashion trend do you secretly wish would come back? You want those skinny jeans back, don't you? I want to bring back corduroy pants, like thin corduroy.
I wear those.
Are you serious? Is that in now?
I don't know. I have like 3 pairs of corduroy pants.
I love those.
Yes.
I wore them all the time in college. So, I didn't know that they were back. Okay. I did not know. I was not aware. I maybe we'll think of something different then.
I was thinking in my lifetime, but now I'm going back to decades like before. So,
and it could be, I'll say too, it could be a makeup trend, hair trend, anything.
I know. I'm really thinking because a lot of them have come back. So
I think what I would love to bring back is like, again, they all come back. Like I love that grunge look, but I really miss like the oh my gosh, what was it called? Cross Colors t-shirts and stuff. So Cross Colors was a brand that had like, it was like all primary colors and they were really bright and bold and like a lot, it was like a black brand. And so I just remember thinking they were the coolest things ever. And they're very like, it gives me like In Living Color vibes and just, I don't know, just that like early 90s like boldness of color that was just like in your face in such an interesting way. But then again, I think that like fashion today, it's like you kind of do whatever you want, but.
That's what I was thinking too, because I'm going, I think you can wear whatever because there's a lot of 90s stuff that's back now. There's a lot of 80s stuff that's coming back more now. I think the 70s were pretty cool.
Yeah.
I loved, but you can get bell bottoms. Like that's all kind of
here
accessible in here.
Oh,
so
yeah. Sorry. I just remembered there was this nail polish color called Vamp. I think it was in like the early 2004s. No, not that's way too early. The 1994s. I think I'd bring back baby doll dresses a la like Beverly Hills 90210 from the early 90s. Those were so cute. And I don't see a lot of people wearing those types of baby doll dresses.
I need to see pictures of it, but there are a lot of baby doll dresses.
Okay.
Target.
I just don't go out.
Other places.
Everything's back, I guess.
I think it is.
Okay.
So that's why I was thinking even back even further. So I would say aprons, but I do that.
Yeah.
I wear aprons.
I do like the dresses from like the 50s and 60s, like the very structured,
the A-line,
very like, and like the fabrics they use seem to be so much heavier and just like like a well-made fitted dress, like kind of like Mad Men style a little bit.
I would just say well-made in general.
Well-made
Can
clothing.
Can we bring that back?
That'd be nice.
Can we bring back some well-made clothing that lasts? I would appreciate that.
That'd be nice. Okay, last one. Hopefully it's not going to have to think too hard. If you had to describe me using only outdated slang, how would you
describe you with outdated slang?
Yeah. I would say you are dope.
Thank you.
And hecka cool.
Hecka cool and dope.
Now you have to say something really nice.
I know. I'm trying to think of outdated slang.
Well, just think of what you normally use.
I got it.
Okay.
Fly.
Love it. Love it. Love it. And I love the question game. I mean,
that was fun.
It was
that
good.
was I'm always nervous when I go in blindly with relying on spur of the moment responses.
Yes. But you always pull through. You always do a great job.
Hey, if you're enjoying this podcast and would like to support our show, you can share episodes with your friends and family, follow us on Instagram at the Geriatric Millennials, or leave us a positive review and rating, all which help us to grow. Our theme music was created by the Finley Ghost, so check out their latest album now. Thank you so much.